This video is designed to show you how to import something from Commons. Now, Commons is actually located in your dashboard right here. It's a place where teachers from around the county can post resources that you can then use in your course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on I'm on my home page. And this, again, might not be on the right-hand side of your screen. You might need to scroll down to the bottom, depending on the size of your screen. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Import from Commons. And clicking that button takes me to Commons. You would see this screen if you clicked on the Commons button right here. So now I'm here. I'm looking at resources, and you can filter by type. So whether you want it to be a module, assignment, quiz, etc., you can choose grade level. So since we're in high school, I'm going to go ahead and check off some boxes here to filter out some of the information. We wouldn't want anything necessarily from 8th grade or below. You can filter it by most relevant, latest, highest rated. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for my subject area. So my subject area is physics, so I'm going to go ahead and search for that. And it brings up these resources that have been published by other teachers in the county, and you can see when they've published them. And if you use them, you can actually rate them, which lets other people know which resources you found useful. So I'm going through, I'm looking at all these different resources that are here. And so let's say that I've scrolled and I see one that I would like to incorporate into my own class. So let's say I want to use a modern physics quiz. The next step that I'm going to use is I'm going to select which course that I want to import it to. So since this is modern physics, it would be most appropriate probably for my honors physics course, but for the time being, I'm actually going to import it to my practice course. So I'm going to hit import. You can also download it if you'd like to save it as a file or if you wanted to edit it in some way. So I'm going to hit import to course. And then you'll see this message right here. And it might take some time, so just keep in mind that it's not instantaneous and that it might take a second before it shows up in your course. So I went ahead from Commons and I clicked on my courses. So again, you can select a course just by clicking on courses and then selecting the name. I imported a quiz from Commons, so I'm going to go to quizzes. And right here at the bottom, here it is. There's the quiz that I imported. And what you can then do is you can go through and look and notice, just like when we imported from a previous Canvas course, when you import something, it's automatically published. So if you don't want students to see it, once you've imported it, make sure you hit this unpublish button. And it'll give you this message. So this is good. You want to be able to look it over before you publish it for students to use and see. At this time, you have to import something or download it to see the content. You can't preview it in Commons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look over this quiz and see if this is something that I want to use. And if so, I can leave it. And if I decide that I want to modify anything, I've imported it to my course. So I can now edit this item now that I have imported it into my course. So I hope that you have found this video useful in how to import an item from Commons.